Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages, and that's what this guy has to do today.
Well, and that's for everybody, right? Down the stretch when it matters most, you have to be elite. But for a receiver, it's hard because you're dependent on a quarterback. He's got to get you the football, but making those big splash plays throughout a season, and listen, he started off the year putting up great numbers. It's just got to continue.
Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive game.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down in the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
So know, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Here comes the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Brady. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, how many great editions of this LSU-Alabama rivalry have we seen? Let's show you if today lived up to expectations. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And some room to work.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the Texas offense will take over.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a second down play. Throws it back. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Russell. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A low line drive and short kick. Now it's going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Baker.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Burr. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
3:25.
Wilson will throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gators will send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense back. It's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They want to run this quarterback. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Longhorns are on the move.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass, it's Russell. He's going to run it. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick completion to the right. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The option look. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Let's go.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Gators come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gators decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Texas offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Russell. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. Runs through the tackle. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add trip to the house.
Number 82.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
37-0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Complete in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It'll be third and long. Wilson to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gators will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wilson will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Baker. Shakes off the defender. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. DB's right up on the receivers. The play action fake. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wilson to pass. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Another incompletion on third down.
Really good third down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in third and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a fourth down, and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this D.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners are walked up tight. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wilson will throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Goes to the option. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Unleashes to the end zone. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Get set.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. completion.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wilson to pass. Gets away from 1. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He takes it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Makes the catch, it's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wilson will throw. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They want that clock to run. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards.
Lost one deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Baker. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Wilson to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Darrisaw. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Burr.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.